Welcome back to my channel. I am Siddhant Ghosh, and in this lecture, we're gonna start with the chapter on the face of it for CBSE class 12th. तो ये आपका मतलब हम लोग तो हमने ये हमारा पार्ट 1 है इस चैप्टर का इस जो मैं करवा रहा हूँ इस क्लास में जिन्होंने तो ये चैप्टर किसने लिखा है सूजन हिल ने एंड इसमें आपके कुछ कैरेक्टर्स जैसे डेरी होगा डेरी मिस्टर लैम्ब तो ये आपके मतलब मेन कैरेक्टर्स है मिस्टर लैम्ब ये के मेन कैरेक्टर्स हैं इस चैप्टर में हम उनके बारे में पढ़ेंगे एंड समझेंगे थ्रू समरी इस क्लास में एंड देन विल यू नो विल डू अदर चैप्टर्स एज वेल जैसे आपके आपकी दो बुक्स है ना तो हम दो बुक्स एक विस्टार्स है और एक फ्लैमिंगो फ्लैमिंगो एंड ये आई थिंक विस्टार्स का है फ्रॉम विस्टार्स supplementary reader. So हम लोग first chapter भी करेंगे the third level after this lecture after this when the chapter finishes. So about the author. Dame Susan Elizabeth Hill, shortly named Susan Hill, is an English author and writer whose works spread across fictional and non-fictional stories. तो Dame Susan Elizabeth Hill, जिनको हम लोग शॉर्ट में बोलते हैं Susan Hill, who is an English author whose writer work spread across fictional and non-fictional stories. जो fictional और non-fictional stories लिखती हैं. Some of her books have been uh, garnered worldwide attention and recognition. तो उनके बुक को मतलब recognition मिला है जैसे The Woman in Black, The Mist in the Mirror and I'm the King of the Castle are some examples of her great works. तो इनकी great मतलब ये जो उन्होंने मतलब Woman in Black लिखा है The Mist in Mirror and I'm the King of the Castle. She's an author who mostly writes books keeping in the mind of youth of the current generation. तो करंट जनरेशन की मतलब को देख के उन्होंने ये बुक्स अपना मतलब जो उनका वर्क रहता है वो अपना बुक उसमें उस हिसाब से लिखते हैं। About the story or synopsis हम पढ़ते हैं. The story is about a little boy named Jerry who is insecure about his burnt face. His family members, society, his friends constantly remind of him of his insecurities, which creates a societal gap in his life. He starts ignoring people, spends most of the time alone. Then he come across a retired army man known as Mr. Lamb, who has a tinted leg. When Derry gets an opportunity to have a conversation with him, he realizes that it is okay to have flaws and insecurities, and that people should live a life of dignity with those flaws. Check this. तो हम लोग समरी पढ़ेंगे एंड देखेंगे कि मिस्टर लैम जो है हाउ ही चेंजेस डेरीज लाइफ. सो ये स्टोरी है named बॉय डेरी and who is insecure about his burnt face. So burnt face है. So his family members, his friends constantly remind of his. So उसके जो फैमिली है, उसके फ्रेंड्स हैं, उसको अपने वो रिमाइंड कराते हैं उसकी इनसिक्योरिटीज. तो एक सोसाइटल गैप बन जाता है उनकी उसके लाइफ में. तो वो क्या करते हैं, वो इग्नोर करते हैं, इग्नोर्स those people those people and spends most of the time alone. तो अकेले वो टाइम स्पेंड करता है एंड ही देन उसके बाद क्या होता है, ही कम्स अक्रॉस अ रिटायर्ड आर्मी मैन. तो उसको एक रिटायर्ड आर्मी मैन मिलता है जिनका नाम मिस्टर लैम्ब है. वो हैज अ टिंटेड लेग. तो उनका एक मतलब लेग जिसमें बहुत वॉर के टाइम हम पढ़ेंगे चोट लग गया था, बहुत चोट. तो चोट नहीं मतलब बहुत गहरा वाला चोट भाई. Very badly he was hurt. So when Derry gets an opportunity to have a conversation with him, तो Derry क्या उनको एक उसको एक opportunity मिलती है to have a conversation. So उसको लगता है, then he realizes that हम सब में flaws होना is okay. There is no one perfect. So सबके flaws होते हैं and insecurities होते हैं. And people should know that they should live a life of dignity with those flaws. उस flaws के साथ उनको यू नो जीना मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि कोई भी परफेक्ट होगा ना. देर आर सम फ्लॉज, मेरे में भी फ्लॉज होंगे विच. तो मैं ये तो नहीं सोचूं मतलब मैं उनको लाइक पीपल शुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट फ्लॉज एंड इनसिक्योरिटीज होना अच्छी बात है. मतलब अच्छी बात मतलब इट्स ओके टू हैव फ्लॉज एंड इनसिक्योरिटीज. देयर इज नो वन परफेक्ट इन दिस वर्ल्ड. हम खुद को परफेक्ट बना सकते हैं. The theme. The theme on the face of it revolves around the concept of human insecurities and the constraints society puts on them. It talks about the differences in people and the thought processes. The difference in how people see life and live it. It sends out a message that it is absolutely okay to have flaws and still live with the dignity, respect, and love. No matter how much society puts you down, you have to be strong enough to face everyone, and also if everyone else to love you, you have to start loving yourself first. तो क्या होता है, थीम ये बोलता है दैट इट रिवॉल्व्स कि जो हम ह्यूमन इनसिक्योरिटीज, हमारे में इनसिक्योरिटीज क्यों होती है, बिकॉज वी हैव फ्लॉज. नोबडी इज परफेक्ट इन दिस वर्ल्ड, राइट. हम खुद को परफेक्ट बनाना सीख मतलब हम खुद को परफेक्ट बनाते हैं विद मतलब जो हमें फ्लॉज दिखते हैं, वी ऑब्जर्व दैट एंड वी मेक आवरसेल्व्स परफेक्ट. बट कोई ऐसे बॉर्न परफेक्ट तो नहीं होगा ना, हम इसे बॉर्न में परफेक्ट हो गए, नहीं, इट्स नॉट दैट. these I also have flaws, yeah, I also have flaws. बट मैं ऐसे मतलब सब कुछ लोग होते हैं जो दे फील इनसिक्योर अबाउट इट. तो अब डिफरेंस क्या है, अब लोगों को देखना है कि उसमें फ्लॉज हैं, बट उस उनको मजाक थोड़ी ना उड़ाना है ना, उनको देखना है ठीक है ही इज अ फ्रेंड, तो उसको फ्रेंड की तरह लो और उसके साथ मतलब बातें करो, स्पेंड टाइम करो. बट इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक कि यू आर जस्ट मेकिंग फन ऑफ दोज पीपल और ऑफ दैट पर्सन हु हैज फ्लॉज. सब में फ्लॉज होते हैं, मेरे में भी फ्लॉज हैं. एंड नो वन इज परफेक्ट, नो वन इज बॉर्न परफेक्ट, राइट. तो इट्स ओके टू हैव फ्लॉज एंड लिव विद डिग्निटी, रिस्पेक्ट एंड लव. तो सबको मतलब ओके, इट इज ओके टू हैव फ्लॉज, बट एंड लोगों को विद रिस्पेक्ट विद लव दोनों को, मतलब यू शुड गिव लव no matter how much society puts you down. You have to be strong enough to face everyone. अब इतना भी मतलब को कुछ भी हो जाए, आपको स्ट्रांग बनना पड़ेगा टू फेस द सोसाइटी एंड face face those people who make who may tease you, makes fun of you. You have to be strong enough and face everyone. And if you want everyone else to love you, you have to love yourself. पहले खुद से प्यार करो, फिर लोग फिर तभी लोग प्यार करेंगे, पहले खुद से प्यार करो. If you love yourself, then everyone else will love you, right? तो यही इसका थीम. Character sketches. Derry. So Derry is a little boy who has his own insecurities. He's underconfident, he's lonely, withdrawn, and likes to stay away from people. He is pessimistic and does not have a positive approach towards life. He is a thoughtful and good kid who listens to Mrs. Lamb, spends time with him, and analyzes that he has not been living a good life by creating a societal gap in his life. So डेरी एक ऐसा लड़का है who is very underconfident and who's very lonely, अकेला मतलब वो दूर रहता है लोगों से because he does not have any positive approach. मतलब वो लोगों को मतलब he just thinks कि लोग उसका मजाक उड़ाते हैं, and everybody reminds him of about his insecurities, which he feels that he should stay away from people and he should ignore those people. And now he's a good kid, he's a thoughtful kid who listens to Mrs. Friend, spends time with him, and analyzes that he has not been living a good life because he created a societal gap. मतलब उसने अ, वो बोल सकते हैं कि he मतलब stay away from people. Why? He feels lonely. That's why he created a societal gap. Societal gap इसलिए किया उसने क्योंकि he feels insecure about himself, that because people make fun of him about his insecurities, right? So Derry के बारे में था. Now we'll go to Mr. Lamb. So he's an opti- optimistic person. I'm really sorry, guys. Optimistic person who cares about people and wants to bring a change in the lives of people. Despite his tinted leg, he talks to everyone with a smiling face and always open for a talk. He keeps the curtains of his house open to represent that he's open to everyone who wants to have a conversation. He's empathetic, positive, and kind. He teaches Derry that his flaws are beautiful and worth celebrating. The scars on his face should not be the reason for him being lonely in his life. He should be talking to people, living a socially rich life, and start looking at a life with a positive attitude. So Mr. Lamb एक optimistic person है जो मतलब he cares about people and he wants to bring change in their lives. Right? So उनका एक बहुत मतलब during his मतलब बहुत war के time में he his he tinted leg, मतलब उनका पैर बहुत badly hurt हुआ था during that time. And now so he has his tinted leg. So एक leg मतलब artificially I would say, if I'm I don't know if I would say that एक leg लगा है artificially. So that's why he has this tinted leg. He talks to everyone with a smiling face and is always open for a talk. So he has this he has a smiling face and he's always open for a talk. मतलब वो खुल के किसी से भी बात कर लेंगे, कोई भी आ जाए, कोई random stranger हो या उनके friends हैं, तो he's open for a talk. He keeps the curtain of his house, which represents that he's open to everyone and he wants like everyone who wants to have a conversation. कि किसी को बात करनी होगी तो they're most welcome to his house and they both can spend time with each other and they can talk. He's empathetic, positive and kind. तो वो किसी की बात सुनते ही understands कि वो मतलब जो person है what he or she going through, right? So he's kind towards everyone. He has a positive approach. He teaches Derry that his flaws are beautiful and worth celebrating. कि उसका वो डेरी को ये बताते हैं कि उसके फ्लॉज जो हैं द वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एंड द वर्थ सेलिब्रेटिंग, हम सेलिब्रेट कर सकते हैं. The scars on his face should not be the reason for him being lonely in his life कि scars की वजह से वो मतलब he feels lonely, Larry feels lonely. so so he says कि scars की वजह से you should not feel lonely. He should be talking to people living a socially rich life. मतलब he should live a very nice life. He should have socially he should have a socially rich life का मतलब है socially he should you know start living a social life. Why? Because he's not talking. First of all, he's ignoring, and he's not looking no towards. He's not having a positive approach towards his life. So he should start looking at a life which has a with a positive attitude. So this is the character sketch. Now, uh, in the next class, we're gonna discuss the summary of this chapter, and we're gonna finish in 2 3 days. So thank you guys. I hope you guys like it. Then please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. And please comment down your doubts if you have your doubts. I'll surely help you with that, and I'll see you soon.